It's being recorded, so be nice. Hey, Leslie, how are you? I'm so glad y'all are on today. I was hoping. We went to lunch and it took forever. We've been going to worship services for a while now, like a long time. Actually, we started like way back in May for sure, but last May before. But we've consolidated our service. It wasn't quite normal. And today was our first normal one. So we start at 9 a.m. We go 9, and then we have a 10 Bible class and 11 worship. So 3 hours. So it was our first time to do that in like a year and a half. And everybody was starving. And then we went to eat and they were like, it's going to be an hour and a half to 2 hour wait. We're like, what? So we went next door and then it wound up being that long, even though we sat down right away. It was so slow. So,
oh my gosh, was it just busy?
No, I just think people are struggling to like function again. I don't know. I don't think places have enough help. That's what I'm starting to realize. Like nobody wants to work in the food services. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So it wasn't really even crowded, but anyway, we made it. The dog did not have an accident in the crate. So that's all good.
That's good.
We were sweating it. I'm like, that poor dog. We barely woke her up. And then she was in the crate 5 more hours. Terrible. Anyway. Well, anything y'all want to share? Anything good, anything bad, anything anything you want to share before we kick off?
One of our friends we went to high school with, he is starting the police academy tomorrow. Austin's having another academy starting, and he tried a couple of years ago to get in and had some difficulties, and so he tried again, and he's starting tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Right, well, we're gonna hope that goes well for him. Goodness
knows it's a modified class. They're not supposed to be able to even like yell at them or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh my. Well, you know what? Bless his heart for wanting to sign up after everything that's going on in the world today.
I know. If I was his wife, I would be like, no, you cannot. I'm sorry. Not right now. Yeah.
Yes, right now it's just rough where there's all the defunding and all that. But anyway, we won't get into that.
But I mean, we do need good people. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think he will be a good one, but it's just, I mean, it's scary that, Chad's been in it for a few years now. And so it's still, I wouldn't want him to start now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, every day I'm like, I don't know if I want you to continue. But
my nephew is a police officer in Dallas. It's very scary.
Oh, in Dallas, really?
Yeah, he's I think he's actually like with the Dallas Police Department, but he's pretty new, and he actually got on with like one of the colleges and thought that would be safer, and then his partner got shot in the head like the first week.
Oh my
God. He survived, but yeah, he's actually I should ask for prayers for this because it's my new married nephew and we love him, but his name is Stafford, and he's actually going to be interviewing soon to try to get in with an ISD. And he really wants that because they just had a baby, and his being a brand new police officer, his hours are terrible and he didn't get to pick off, and like we're gonna have to Photoshop him in from my parents' party from a couple weeks ago because he couldn't come. So we left a gap. We're gonna Photoshop him in, but things like that. So we really are praying that he gets that job because it would be regular hours and hopefully safer at a school. Yeah. I think at least relatively. So
yes.
Comparatively speaking.
Yes. Hi Tracy.
Good to see you again. Hi everybody.
Hey. Okay.
I know.
Well, if you have any other prayer requests that pop up, y'all let me know as we go. But the main point today, I feel like we need like an actual drum roll. I wanted us to talk. We're going to tell you who is the champion for the House Point Challenge that we've been doing. I don't remember what month we started, but it was pretty early this year. I wish I remembered. It was at least.
Was it February?
February, maybe. I think February. And my goal was a couple of things. My goal was let's do something that connects us because I just wanted us to grow in that connection. I wanted us to have something where we had like bring your team along and let's all work towards this goal. And it helped. And I do think in retrospect, I see a huge difference. Like I really do. I hope that you see a difference in participation and just people connecting and being there and shouting out and more people consistently being here on Sundays. I think all those are real positives, at least in my book. I hope you feel that way. there were things that I could have certainly done better. I didn't always stay on top of everything. And it was a lot of like whatever that, like I always think busy work, but like secretarial kind of work, whatever that word is, I can't think of, but like, actually a lot of bookkeeping, I guess, to try to go back and see how many likes did everybody do, how many comments, how many posts, like who was on Zoom, and just, housekeeping kind of stuff. So that was a little bit a lot. And I can never quite seem to get ahead of myself to be like, okay, next week we're gonna do this. Can you guys do these things? So there's things that I feel like I certainly could have done better, but I'm still pretty pleased with it. You guys were all rock stars, everyone on this call. We're all in the top 10, I'm pretty sure. Spoiler alert, but you guys, I appreciate everything you did to support me when you posted things, and you just in general were there and supportive. So I do feel like it accomplished that goal. I was thinking already, especially because we're going to have Harry Potter stuff soon. And I know most of the team doesn't even know much about Harry Potter. So y'all were troopers for going with the house theme, but we may vary it up and do some like 2 and 3 month things here and there. But I really am thinking we may make this a summer thing where every summer we do the house challenge. And so with June, July, August, we really focus on that. And I think that'd be kind of fun going into the fall, because summer, we already talked about how sometimes summer can be a little bit, everybody takes off their foot off the gas a little bit and relaxes. And we don't want to lose our momentum, especially the ones I'm looking at right now. You guys, it's been a really good spring. Winter and spring's been good, and that's unusual. If you haven't been around Cincy a long time, and it's not just Cincy, it's most direct sales, it's most businesses. Fall is the big retail part of the year, but we've had so much growth and so much like PRV is up across the board. And so you guys, I just want to keep the momentum. I don't want to see the summer totally, dwindle. I want us to build. So fall is everything you want it to be. Because I know that all of you could promote to whatever title you want, but I know we've got people so close to superstar consultant and director. And that is my goal. Like, I just want you guys to get there. So we are going to work hard this summer and try to think of some things that are simple yet effective. Okay. But all that's to come. For now, let's talk about house points. Okay. So and if you didn't know, the way I divided it was relatively your downline. I mean, whoever the prefects were, I kind of looked at them and it was your downline. So you should feel really proud about this, because it's really your team rocking, which is awesome. Even though we were Gryffindor and Slytherin, I mean, that's basically what it was. So in 4th place, no, I'm just kidding. That's a bad drum roll. We have Hufflepuff with 3920. Okay, so there's the Hufflepuff. Ooh. 3rd place. Who do y'all think? Eee! Okay, it's Gryffindor.
Oh, really?
Gryffindor, but listen to how many points. 13,680. Ow, that's a lot of points. You guys were rocking, and it changed a lot from the last couple weeks. Okay, here we go. 2nd place. Slytherin. You guys got close. 15,835. So many points, lots and lots of good participation. Way to go, Slytherin. And that, of course, means congratulations, Ravenclaw. I think we got a couple Ravenclaws in the house. 17,016 points.
How many?
Oh, 17,016.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I mean, I'm not real good at fast math, but it's only like 1,000 or 2 between the top 3 houses. So you guys really rocked. And I love that, because you guys, I know y'all cried some of your people like, come on, go post, go do this, join this, do this thing. And that was awesome, because those things were helping them too, right? But I want to also recognize the individuals. So let me pull up my individual. I think I did the top 10, and I'll post these right after and send them out in email too. But the top 10 really makes a difference. And sometimes it was just a difference of 1 or 2 people in the same house that were in the top 5. And they really did a lot for their team, which is awesome. And it also shows you how just 1 or 2 people make a huge difference, and that's the thing about this business. You may think, man, I'm so far away from being a star consultant or whatever you're trying for, but it really sometimes it's just 1 or 2 people. You're always 1 or 2 really great people who want to be building and growing away from something huge happening. Because Morgan's a great example. Morgan has come on and she has really shared, and her sales have been huge, and she's growing very quickly. And that is awesome. So if she can teach her new people to do the same, or if they aren't interested, finding the people that want that, that's the key. Because a lot of times that's what happens. We get new people and we're just like so excited. They may even be the ones that help us get to lead or star, but they may not be the people who really are here to work the business. And so you may be looking for the other people who are going to get you there. And then in turn, you know, they want it and you're going to get them there. And that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go from 10 up to 1. These are the people who had the most individual house points. And again, it was a lot of participation. That was a huge part. But it was also yourselves and your team building, and you're getting paid at title, and your actual working your business kinds of things, and being here on Zoom, and all those things went into it. And if you're curious, because some people just like numbers and want to know, I can tell you exactly how many points you had. I've got your individual points. But in 10th place, we had Amy Hansen, who was the #1 Hufflepuff. She was bringing in lots of points for them. 9th place was Heather Williams for Team Gryffindor. I didn't number them, so now I'm like, okay, 10, 9, 8. 8 is Kara Dowling, Slytherin. I have to think backwards and in between talking. It's not good. It's so sad. 7th place, Shannon. Yay, Shannon, Ravenclaw. That would make 6th place, Leslie. Good job, Gryffindor. So sorry, good job. 5th place, Michelle, Slytherin.
Yay.
Good job. Look at all you winners. In 4th place, Tracy. Yay, that's
Yay.
awesome. I love that Tracy jumped right in when she joined, and she's such a positive light on our team, and I appreciate it. 3rd place, you're welcome. 3rd place is Melanie, Gryffindor.
Yay.
2nd place is Heather Smith, Ravenclaw. Woo, lots of points. And 1st place is Morgan, Slytherin.
Morgan.
That's awesome. So again, I mean, I'm looking at the distribution. We had 3 Slytherin in the top 10, 3 Ravenclaw, 3 Gryffindor. And so you guys all really pulled a lot of weight and really helped and encouraged. So even though I'm not going to be keeping track of posts and comments and likes, would y'all keep it up? That'd be so great. And if you have a suggestion, like if you're like, yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of Tip Tuesday, I never know what to say. Well, think of something awesome and tell me, let's do this instead, and we'll do it. I was even thinking maybe we do like 2 weeks with the same and 2 weeks with the opposite. Like we have, alternating days or whatever. But just things that engage, things that are fun. Just be willing to put it out there. You don't even have to ask permission. And all I ever care about is it nice and clean? Other than that, you guys, it's your page, and you can put what you like and make it your own, or you can send me a message, or you can get together with some of your groups and say, hey, let's do this. And it'd be kind of cool if something just popped up. I'm like, oh, that's fun. So your creativity and things that you think would be valuable, that's really awesome. So let's see that it hopefully doesn't drop off, since we're not doing house points right now. But I do plan to send out prizes and awards. And so I'll be working on that. I'll probably bring some, to be honest, to Cincy family, the people getting together. And then I'll be sending some to the ones that are long distance, or not able to come. Awesome. Y'all have any suggestions on how, you don't have to give them right now, but if there's something on the top of your head, something you think, did you like it? Did you not like it? Would you want to do it again? Do you have any thoughts?
I liked it. I feel like I didn't participate as much as far as posting and going online like I should have, but I definitely like it. I think it keeps us all engaged, and it's pretty inspiring seeing, everybody succeed. So
yeah, I like
made me want to, do more.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of us it's hard. Even me, I'm like, oh, I need to post. Like, I get it. And I just want it to be like, when you can, do what you can. And even if you're hot and cold and you do a bunch a week and then next week you have a hard week, I get that. I'm just hoping then somebody else steps up and does it, because we have a lot of people. So if we all are doing our part, it doesn't have to all be at the same time. It'll be awesome. All right.
And that's what I was going to say also. And then it gave me an opportunity to kind of meet people on our team that I hadn't met before and interact with them. So I did like it. And then just being accountable and not wanting to let your team down. So you get on and you post and do all those things.
Yeah, and that is the part of team, and what makes a Cincy family that's really trying to be there for each other special. It makes it the word we use a lot is makes it sticky. You don't want to let, I know Leslie's going to have my back, and that Shauna would post Thankful Thursday. Every Thursday I was like, oh, yay. I really am so happy she did that. Like, it's little stuff, but it's special. So, okay. Well, y'all send me any thoughts about that, and I will try to pre-plan next summer, and we'll have it, and it'll be fun. We'll see who gets the championship next time. Okay. I tried the Wednesday night thing and I failed miserably. So I'm going to nix the Wednesday night. It just didn't work, but sometimes you got to try it. However, the idea of that, where I had birthdays, centiversaries, whatever I had, promotions, all that, we're going to keep that idea. We'll just do it on Sundays. I think that's fine and it'll be good. So I just want to officially announce, as soon as I started that, like every Wednesday night we were late, I'm like, oh, this is horrible. So we'll just forget it. With that being said, I think we have quite a few people. I don't think we really got to do the May centiversaries. So I was just going to list those off. But first, because I have this pulled up, I'm going to go ahead and announce the June birthdays. We want to make sure we celebrate them as we go. So the birthdays coming up this month, we missed Mary Keith. I'm sorry, Mary, but Mary Keith had her birthday on the 1st, and then we have Danielle Thurman on the 7th. So that's like tomorrow, I think. That's exciting. Ebony on the 29th and Tracy on the 29th. So birthday girl in the house.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, you can just celebrate all month, you see.
Exactly.
If you don't know, this has come a long way on your workstation. If you're like, you have a downline and you want to see their join, their centiversaries, you want to celebrate things, you go to your reporting tab, and then you go to the team dashboard. And there is actually a thing that's like, you can look if they are subscribed to things, if they have subscriptions. You can look at if it's their birthday and look it up by month, and you can look up their anniversary, or as we call it, a centiversary. So because I didn't celebrate the May ones, I'm going to do that real fast because I just want to do better going forward. This is not going to be real eloquent because I don't think it will sort by year, but looks like we have a 1 year for Shelby. Oh, Heather Peterson, a 1 year, was in May. Let's see, those are 21. Stephanie Bastine, like a really old one. Like she's like, what, 11 year, I think.
Yay.
Wow, that's awesome. Hanging in there. Sometimes people do, like Stephanie had joined right after me. We joined about the same time, but we were not on the same team. I guess we were under the same person somewhere. And we met when we did like a team dinner one time. And then she kind of quit doing Cincy for a while. And then she decided to do it again. And she signed up under me. So it's like one of those things, you never know who comes to your life or comes back. And she's been with Cincy basically for 11 years with a little break here. And she's still sticking around. And I love having that. So you never know where they come from. Those reinstatements happen a lot. These are all people. Okay, Shanna Wilkinson. She is 19, 20, 20, 3 years centiversary. That's awesome. And Mary had her 1 year. That's awesome. Lots of people joined this year. So next year, if they're still around, oh my goodness, we're going to have so many. Brittany Vetter has her 1 year. Aubrey has her 1 year. And Jacqueline, her 1 year. Oh, there's even more. My goodness. We have a big team now, y'all. It's getting harder. This is why I'm going to try to have them all on a graphic. But anyway, Annette is her 1 year. And Brittany Godsey is her second centiversary. And Annie Whitley had her 1 year. So if there's anybody that's in your front line, especially, and you heard that and it was May and you thought, well, I missed it, but just send them a little voicemail and tell them happy centiversary, because that, they go by sometimes without recognizing. And some people it's important and some people they don't care, but it's nice just to say, hey, happy centiversary. So I'll plan to probably look at June ones next week. Okay. All right. So no more Wednesdays, celebrating a little bit, blah, blah, blah. You still have time to register for SFR, Cincy Family Reunion. If you haven't, most of you have. You can check in with your front lines. It's for streaming. They can just do it from their house. And I was just going to say, we did book the house at Port A. It's going to be exciting. We would love to have about 3 more people commit. So there's room if you want to do that. And we are going to we'll have a planning session soon. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. We're going to have so much fun. I'm like, once I got it booked, I just felt relieved. I'm like, oh, now we're gonna get together and have fun. It's gonna be awesome. So
How many people do we have so far?
we have 5 right now.
Okay, awesome.
Is that Mary? Who is that?
Just
Who are
one.
you? Well, it's not Morgan, it's not Michelle, it's not Shannon, it's not Leslie, it's not Tracy. I can't tell who you are. Okay.
Is it Tammy?
Oh, it's
Oh.
Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. I don't know you.
That's Tammy Bayless. She's new.
Yay. Hi, Tammy.
Welcome.
Welcome. I
Yes.
saw you pop on and I was like, the lighting wasn't good. And I don't think so. I'm glad you joined us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, welcome. Okay. So one of the things we like to do on Sunday, because it sets us up really well for the week, is to think about what's coming with Cincy. So we have been trying to get in the habit of looking at our calendar on the workstation. I don't know if anyone's already looked for the week. I pulled mine up. It's a tab on the workstation, and your newsletter goes out like tomorrow, I think. Is that right? Really soon. And if you don't know, if you're new, or maybe you just never really realized it, Cincy puts out a newsletter, and it's nice, and it goes to whomever you have entered as a customer and you've clicked subscribe to newsletter. So if you have people, that you want it to go to, you have customers that have given you their email, you can add them in, and that goes out automatically at the beginning of the month. And it's a great reminder. And you can also, after it's gone out, you can go click on the report and see who's clicked on things. Like sometimes someone has clicked on join like 10 times. You're like, oh, I need to call them and just say, I think you'd be so good at this. You want to talk about how you can start this business? And they'd be like, she read my mind. She don't have to tell her, that she was clicking on it, right? That's something I have not utilized a lot recently. I used to. If someone's clicked on the warmer of the month link over and over, you just go look and go, oh, they clicked on that 3 times. I should send them a sample and get them that flyer about the warmer of the month.
Goes out Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's the first Wednesday of the month or something. That's right. So you can customize it. And this is a great place to put a Google form link. If you've made an order form and you want to share it, it's a great place to invite them to an open house, to tell them about an online party, anything specific. If you have a personal special you want to do, since it's going directly to your customers, you can do that. So it is a great thing. You just click customize, type in what you want. I normally add it to what Cincy's already put. And then hit save, and it'll just send out whatever you want. Anybody have any tips on what they add to their newsletter if you do?
You can add a personal special.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
Because it's on one.
Sometimes Cincy puts in about Cincy Club, but it'd be a great time to talk about Cincy Club, like make it, did you guys catch any of those trainings that were happening yesterday? They had the little $15, 15-minute boss up videos happening.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the one about Cincy Club, but
yeah, that's a good one.
All the other ones.
I love that one. I'll share it.
Barbecue one.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
That was so good. Because those are the things when I started, that's how I did it. And as I've gone for 9, 10, 11, 12 years, sometimes I'm like, I don't wear the Cincy thing anymore, but that is so how it happens. It's a natural, organic thing when you just brand yourself, or, for forever. I know Michelle is the Cincy t-shirt queen. I hate t-shirts, and so I never want to wear them. So I'd make a tank top or something, but I love Cincy hats, or that carrying a Cincy tumbler. Like those are great ideas, a Cincy bag. And people do say, oh, I love Cincy, or do you sell Cincy? And it's such an easy way to get new customers if you're prepared with samples or catalogs or something to get their info. So yeah, that was a great one. Those are all still available. You can join that Boss Up group. I'll share a few of my favorites. I also loved I did love the Cincy Club, and I love the way she talked about it. We have 4 products, Cincy products, right? Joining the business, hosting parties to get discounts, and Cincy Club. Like she considers those are our 4 big pillars of stuff. And that was so good because it's so true. I still downplay Cincy Club. Like I know how awesome it is to have that automatic PRV. You could have your 500, you could have 1,000 of it, depending on how much. So anyway, I think that's huge. And that's going to kind of segue into promoting Cincy Club this month and Bring Back Bars, because that's on the calendar too, right? Bring Back Bars, huge. Who ordered the bundle? Bring Back Bar bundle. Yeah, I've got them all. I would hold them up, but my desk is a disaster because I went back to QR codes and big party packs, and I got 3 done yesterday. And I'm so proud of myself. They're so big. I don't even think they probably cost $10 a pack. Like, they're huge. Anyway. But what I'm trying to do is, these were shared, Kelly shared them, somebody else had made them, but this is basically where you put this in, and if they subscribe, they can put their login, their password, so they don't forget. This is where you can basically share, you know, what the club is, just kind of the perks. It's kind of a bullet pointed thing, and you could put a label that has your actual website. So I just hand wrote in yummysmells.com/Scentsy-club, so they know exactly where to get it. So those are great. And then I just made this on Canva. It's not super fancy, and I'll show, but what I basically did is I thought every package that goes out, any mail outs, it says June 2021, look what's happening this month, scan the codes for more info. And so I put like the bring back bar, and this goes right to the bring back like shopping page on my website. And then this one is the warmer of the month, and I made a video revealing it. So I just uploaded my video on YouTube, and then took the website to a free QR code, you know, place, made the QR code and put it there. So if they scan that one, it'll open up to my video, and they'll get to see the warmer and us reviewing the scent. And then I put a picture of the Scentsy Club as well, since these things all go together, because I really want to up that. And because bring back bars are here, it's the perfect time. These are some better bring back bars than usual, in my opinion. There's just a few stinkers still, but there's some really good ones like that people like. White tea and cactus, sweet pea and vanilla, ocean. What else do y'all think people are like? Yes. I'm like that wild cherry is so good, or whatever that one is.
Yeah, the watermelon ones too.
Yeah, there's 2 watermelon ones. One I really like better than the other, but yes. So they're pretty good. And this is the other thing. Did you, I'm sorry, we had asked our neighbor if she could come check on the dog. So she's just now seeing it. So I just need to tell her it's okay. All right. Hopefully I just didn't spell anything too crazy just then. Wasn't really looking. Did you see the training about how to look up if somebody loves these scents? Do y'all know how to do that? I'm going to just real quickly, I should probably have shared my screen, but I'm just going to tell y'all, you basically go to reporting, the reporting tab. And the third option is sales reports, and you click view sales reports. I really should learn to share my screen because that would help, but you go there, and this is really pretty magical. The very far right one is promotions follow up, and you click view, and down it's got a Star Wars lead generation. So the next time like somebody, like we have a new Star Wars thing come out, you can go here and run this report. Anyone who's clicked that they're interested, anyone who's bought Star Wars comes up. So you know who to specifically, you know, go after and share with. Bring back my bar purchase history, which is great, but also the bring back my bar leads, and you click view. And then you just have to change a couple little search criteria. Mine's being slow. Anyway, you basically click, it wouldn't work just now. So now I've lost my train of thought there. What do you click? Promotion. Let me try it one more time. Bring back my bar. Sometimes it's slow because it's going through a lot of data. But you basically going to set it to all. Oh, that's what you do. You click all for customers, all, and then you go over on the far right and you click all for the bringbacks. So it will pull up every customer who's gone through your workstation, who's ever bought White Tea and Cactus or Ocean or Palo Santo. Did anyone ever buy that? I don't know. That's a stinky one, right? Any of them. And that way you can go, oh, well, that's pretty cool. I'm going to text Kelly and say, hey, guess what? Great news. I know you like Ocean. It is back for this month only. Let me know how many bars you want. Or, oh my goodness, 3 of your favorite bars are back. I've got Ocean and Sweet Pea and, you know, whatever. And so you're going to text them. They're going to think, wow, she really knows me well. She remembers that I like those scents. And you're going to get some sales for sure. And then what's the most important thing once you get some sales of these bars? These bringbacks.
Let them know about Scentsy Club.
Yes. You're going to tell them, oh goodness, and now I've got the perfect thing. You don't have to like stockpile right now. We're going to put it in Scentsy Club and they're going to always make this for you. So those are the things to really focus on. The other ways of promoting your bring back bar, you guys probably have some good ideas. Now that's just mean, Brittany, you're on a boat. Rude.
I know. I'm jealous.
We want to be there. Goodness. No, I'm glad you joined us. That's awesome. Wish I could. I'm going to put on a fan just so I feel like I've got a breeze on me now. But you know, there's some pictures that people have made with like the scent and the description and a cute picture. Go every day and put 2 of them against each other and have people vote on all your pages, your VIP group, your business page, even your personal page if you want to, or in your story. That would be a great way to do it. You could put a poll of all of the bars and say, vote for your favorite. I'm gonna see which ones are the most popular, you know, whatever. You can call people and say, hey, I've got samples of these 5 scents. Which ones do you love? You just need to promote it because to be honest, Bring Back My Bar can be such a dud. Like it can just be, yeah, you can have that. It can be something that comes and goes and it doesn't make any difference to your business, but you can choose to market it and make it a really big deal and be in their faces and make sure they know that you know their favorite scent is back. You want to say hi real quick?
Colby.
And so just don't let it go by. Now, has anyone made samples of their bringbacks? I haven't. I'm just asking.
I haven't.
Yeah. You know, if you got the sampler and if you didn't do it this time, just tuck it away because we have bring back 2 times a year. But you could take a bar and you could just chop it up, or you could do felt samples. You put them in little baggies and you can send them to your best customers and they'd be like, oh, well, this is really awesome. You've got to kind of be on the ball though, because if you wait too long, it's kind of useless because then you can't get them too much longer. So you could have people stop by and say, hey, I've got 25 amazing scents that are here for like 3 more weeks. Come by. I'm going to set up a porch sniff session or whatever you want to do. But I just really encourage you to do the report, at least text the people, send them a voice message, tell them their favorite scents are back with some excitement, tell them you can help them get them all the time, and use this bring back promotion to really help your business in June. And even more important, Scentsy Club, so it's perpetually helping you. Okay. And then every time we have any kind of change where we have a special 3-bar come back or one of these collections like the garden collection, the Dig It thing that came out, people fell in love with certain scents. Man, you got to tell them about Scentsy Club because 1 or 2 of my customers got it. I did it in my smelly box, my monthly box, and they fell in love with some things and they didn't get it in their club in time. And so they're like, but they're gone now. I'm like, oh, rats, you know, like I wish I had sent a follow-up message to say, if you fall in love with any of these, go put it in a club right now. So the more we do with that, the better we're going to see the benefits. Any thoughts about any of that from you guys? Okay.
I posted this online, but remember you also can use your rewards to get the bundle.
Yeah, that's huge.
I hadn't known that.
Hi.
Hi.
I heard you lost some teeth. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Did the tooth fairy come?
Yeah.
Awesome. How much did
She
you?
gave me 2 things.
$2?
No, 2 things.
2
What did you
things.
get?
She leaves things, huh?
Oh, a tooth fairy coin.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Good job, dude. Congratulations. So exciting. We haven't lost a tooth yet, have we, Colby? Not yet. We're late teeth losers.
Mom, but when I choose something harder, it hurts. So I think like like in a couple of weeks, it might get loose.
It's for sure getting loose. That's for sure.
Yeah, corn on the cob. And then
Corn on the cob. Oh, I lost one in a Whataburger one time. All right. Anyway. Okay. So bring back my bars. What is B&B? Oh, we know what else is coming this month. The Disney people. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite. So if you know, like you should start putting out like some fun, like who loves Beauty and the Beast or who's your favorite princess, and just see who replies. When you find your Beauty and the Beast people, You've got to make sure they know about the little Mrs. Potts and the chip warmers. They're so cute, but they're for specific people, not everyone. It's not going to be like a huge, draw for everyone, but there are the right people. And that's what I've found over and over, that I've had people with Star Wars, especially, who had never bought Scentsy, see the R2-D2 or the Millennium Falcon, and they're like, gotta have it, or the Darth Vader. And so you never know who it brings to you, but you have to make sure people see it. And then of course the Radiator Springs, oh man, that's a cute one too. So it's just, you got to find the right crowd. Don't think, well, I don't know anybody that likes Disney. Every other Disney thing, I've never. Keep trying, share it. Put it in your story, put it on Instagram, be creative. Put some fun little things. The more you can share, the better it's going to be. Go live and talk about it, get people excited. And then of course I wrote these things. We got Father's Day. We still have a lot of Father's Day things available. Graduation gifts. I'd be giving mini fan diffusers to everyone. A little money and a little fan diffuser. Weddings, flowers, right? They need the flowers for their house party and their bridesmaids and things like that.
What about wedding cake?
We still have summer collection items, so be sure that's exciting, because the last couple times they sold out like in a day. So it's nice to still have those things. But if you just were like, hey, we have a summer collection, and then that was all you ever did, that's all you're ever going to get. If you've ordered a thing or two and you share a few times throughout the week, people are going to catch that. Who knows what you get? So I also said, we always have stuff on the clearance section that Scentsy has. And every once in a while, like somebody goes, I'm having a clearance day, and they do a big thing. And then everybody's like, oh, me too. Just be the one that maybe once or twice a month checks your clearance section and shares a few awesome things with people. Since it's a Scentsy sale, you can share it openly right on your Facebook. You can put it right out there. So don't forget about that. I was also thinking, if some of you have a lot of things on hand, maybe it's time for an actual open house. If you're comfortable and people are getting out and about. Maybe you need to do a messenger party. We talked about how you can get a few people and do like a Facebook group message, and you just post some of the things you're wanting to move, and the first person to reply and pay gets it. And you get to like have them come pick it up off your porch. It's such a fast, easy way to make a few bucks and to get people re-engaged. I was thinking about this. I have so many people who want to buy new Scentsy. They're like, I have so much Scentsy. Like, they have huge Scentsy stashes. So, I mean, they're hoarders basically, right? They just have so much Scentsy. I'm like, well, why aren't you using your Scentsy? So I thought having a fun VIP group challenge of show me your Scentsy stash. If you, like tell them privately, if you send me a picture of your stash, I'm going to enter you in a drawing or something, right? Show me your stash, and then like every 3 days go put something new in, like we're helping each other use our Scentsy stash, right? And then tell them, like, at the end of a month, if there's something you just really don't care for anymore, I want you to come schedule a time with me and bring it to me, and I'm going to work out a deal. And then you can decide whether you do like maybe they bring you 3 partial bars or 10 partial bars. Maybe you go, oh, these 3 are my favorite. So you're like, I'll use them. So just keep them for yourself. Maybe let her pick 1 new bar for those 3. And then for some of the others, maybe you have some bars you don't love anymore, let her trade them out, right? Do some personal exchanges, because it'll make them feel like you care about them. You want them to have something good. It'll get them stuff they're actually going to use. And the more they start using stuff they like, the more they're going to use in general. Sounds like users. Ways to get people stuck and addicted. But also, there was something shared recently. It was so good too. We get used to the same smells. So sometimes I need something different. Just if it's like a box of stuff that's partial, maybe someone else is giving it back. Maybe you used a couple of cubes for a sample. Maybe it is one of your personal bars. Giving it to them, if they've never warmed it, it's not a bad thing. And I'm not saying give all your stuff away for free, but honestly, like I went to my best friend's house and she gets my monthly box every month. So she has a lot of stuff, even though she uses it really well. And she went through and she's like, I used to like this, but I just don't like it anymore. I'm like, I'll take it. I found a couple bars. I was like, yes, I was so excited because I love them. So, or I know a customer likes them, or I can make samples. That's what I always say. I'll make samples out of the partial bars. So think about things like that and get creative. Have a porch party, have the kids are out of school, go meet at the park and have everybody bring a drink, a Sonic drink, and do a park and sip, like let's play and sip, whatever you want to call it. Some of you enjoy wine, do a wine and sip, whatever, a wine and sniff. things like that. Just people are kind of ready to get back together. And we know that people need to smell and experience Scentsy. We made it through the year awesome without being able to do that. But think how much better when we start to have that experience again. Can y'all think of other things? I kind of mentioned the holidays I could think of, the specials Scentsy has. Anything else you think would be good this month to target?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do another messenger party too. The one I did last year now. It works pretty well. I had a couple $100 in sales, and it gets, you know, some of the older stuff out, stuff that even like if you do a summer, even if it's just the fall stuff or any bars that are not current, maybe for old bring back my bars or anything of any product, not just bars. You know, if you've got some Scentsy soap or some laundry or something that you've had for a while, it just helps to get it out and people try new things. Or I had some warmers that I had gotten. You know, we're not all fans of every single warmer of the month, so just kind of offered at a discount, you know, a little bit, and get it out and get something else that you like better or that might sell better.
As soon as you do that at a discount, someone will be looking for it. But that's just my experience. That's my experience. But no, I agree. Just get it. It's a good thing because you already got it basically at a discount. You were paid commission on it, so it's not always a bad thing. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking a couple things. I kind of want to think of us having a sizzling Scentsy summer. You know me and alliteration. I love it. So we're going to have some kind of focus over June, July, and August to really try to get us all zoned in. I am thinking simplicity. We don't have to be elaborate. I'm telling myself over and over, just be cool, be cool. Don't be crazy. Be consistent and be targeted with what really makes the difference. We know following up with people is so huge. We know that if you make the samples, you got to give the samples. You also, what makes sample giving better is asking for feedback or asking for people to review it for you. You know, those are those next steps that, yes, I can hand out samples like free candy off a parade float all the time. But if I'm not asking, how did you like it? Or, you know, could you let me know if you liked it, put a little review like, oh, thanks for the free sample on my business page or my VIP group. Those are the things that I'm dropping the ball if I'm not doing. So be sure you follow up with those samples you give out. I just made my apple ones. Do y'all like the apple smell?
Yes.
Pretty appealing. Yeah. But bump. Anyway, if you're new, I did the lazy way this time, but it's kind of becoming my favorite. I was the queen of making the cute molds all the time. Like I have so many molds, y'all wouldn't even believe it. But I just literally chopped the bar up, and I do kind of bigger samples. I do about one cube 3 ways, but you can get bazillions of samples if you do a little tiny crinkle cutter and you just give a sliver just to smell. And then I just use the stickers that come with a scent of the month on the baggie, and I staple it on my thing that I put my stamp on, and I fold them and hand them out. So it's pretty strong. It's very, very apple-y and kind of like that pear and apple. But anyway, it's a good one. It's a good one. I like handing it out. People are always looking for a good apple scent. As we go into summer, I just watched that movie, Alexander and the Terrible, No Good, Horrible, Bad Day. I love that movie. It's so cute. But I was reminded that the dad's little quote is to sell your ship with positivity. And I really like that. Of course, you're going to have things and days and weeks that you don't feel good and you're feeling kind of down in the dumps. That's human. But if you are generally a positive person, your business is going to sell. And this summer, we're thinking of being out and just sharing and reopening with people and getting back and engaging. If you're a positive individual and you bring value to people's lives and they enjoy seeing you, they don't try to run away when you come because they're like, oh, she's going to sell me Scentsy. If you just are adding value to people's lives, they're going to be excited to get the new sample from you. If you're not pushy and you just share, they're going to be excited when you say, hey, I'm having a flower coloring party. I want you to come. You know, like you can get so much with positivity. So if you can't find a host right now, be your own host. That's selling your ship with positivity. If right now I've asked 10 people and they all said, oh, I don't really want to host a party, no worries. I'll ask you again in a month or two. Just tell them that, like, oh, no worries, maybe in a month or two. And that way it'll be easier to ask them again. And in the meantime, have your own party. Set up, if you're not ready for people to come in your house, set up your garage, put some fans if it's hot, and set some things up and just have a drive-by, right? Do a tailgate, go pack your car and go sit somewhere and say, hey, let's all get together in the parking lot or at the park. And I'm going to have some good stuff for y'all to smell. Just be your own host if you can't find one, because that can make a huge difference. And go for your best customers. Like, tell them how much they mean to you. Tell them you want to get them free stuff, and tell them that you really want them to have the best value by just signing up and getting a percentage back every time they buy, that you won't be pressuring them. Tell them that nothing else, you need them to get in a Scentsy club, because that's the best thing for them. And your summer, if you focus on basics like that, it's going to really grow. And by fall, when things are naturally awesome, like all that low hanging fruit that's just kind of easy to get sales, because everybody wants those fall smells and everybody's like, oh, I'm spending money anyway, so here's your summer money. Those times are going to be even better, and those promotions are going to happen. Any thoughts on any of that before we kind of wrap it up a little bit? Anything y'all think we should really, following up, putting stuff in Amy? If you don't use the Amy app, I highly recommend it. Highly. I have a lot of aspirations to learn how to use boards and how to do Visibly better. All those things are still big. The QR codes, like all those things, they're big and they're awesome. But if they weigh you down because you're like, oh, I don't have the time to stop and learn that all, I don't have the time to stop and implement it all, then go to the basics. It's a simple business. It's the smell that sells. It's talking to people. It's a relationship business. That's all it really is. It's not hard. It just has to be done consistently.
Megan, is there a training video or something on the QR codes? I'm really interested in that, but I don't know about it.
There is an entire group that has everything called the Monthly Movement. And it's on Facebook. If you just Google the month or Facebook search the Monthly Movement and ask to join, you have to do it. I can't add you. That was the only thing.
Okay.
You'll be able to find everything. And I'm also happy to help walk you through anything. But QR code, like that's one of the things I'm trying to commit to myself. She and I usually reveal the Warmer of the Month live on Facebook. And now I just save that, I download it, and I upload it to YouTube. And just that step of getting it on my YouTube, which I don't have a huge following, and that's something I'm wanting to try to help, but getting the QR code and putting it on, even if it's this was just literally something I made in Canva, and I put it on there and I printed out at Walgreens. And then everything that goes out that month has it. It increases the likelihood that people are going to go, well, you know, that's a cool video. I like that warmer when it's lit, because the picture can't do the same thing as a video. It's little simple things where that's not a real huge effort. Now, some of you may think that sounds hard. I don't even know how to go live, or I don't know how to upload a video, or I don't know how to make a QR code. Those are all things that we can help with. So if you're like, I really want to put that in, then you can do that. Little things like, you know, like I said, if you've met a friend who, like, I wish I'd had this on the other day, because I met a friend who had a little puppy, and she's just a huge, like, her dog is her baby. And I wish I'd had, this is the sample of the dog shampoo, a thing of, you know, poopy bags, and a little ball. I found these cute little balls like at Target or the dollar store. And I know Melanie normally puts in like a dog bone. So cute. Like any dog mama getting this would be like, oh, that's awesome. And then get her information and say, hey, next time you clean them, let me know how you liked it. Or can I call you in a week and ask if you liked the, pet, whatever it's called, No Not Spot, or whatever the shampoo is, things like that. But you have to do the follow-up, or it's just handing out money. That's the thing. And I'm really good at handing out money. I got to get better at all the things I know I need to do. And it really is sometimes just asking. People generally want to do it. I know Heather Smith has shared, she's good at giving out. And a lot of times people won't even do a review. And so we had discussed it. Well, then those are users. Those aren't really people you want to perpetuate that with. If they're always asking for samples and never buying, or at the least, they won't give you a review or say, hey, thanks, Heather, for that awesome scent. I loved the appealing apple or whatever. If they're consistently refusing to do anything, then implement something. And we suggested this, like a 3-month sample club. When you buy a purchase, it adds you on my sample of the month subscription or my club or whatever you call it. And if you purchase again by the 3 months time is up, then you'll get in it another 3 months. So you just tell them that's kind of how you do samples, you know, and that way you're not just always giving and, you know, they know, oh, it's time to buy something else. And by 3 months, they need another 6-pack of bars, or they should. So those are just some thoughts, some ideas. I would love to do maybe a get together with anyone that's local, a team lunch. We were doing those pretty regularly before COVID. We would meet somewhere and do that. I know a couple of you aren't local, but hopefully we can plan that. I'll probably throw a date out. Colby will probably be with me, but that's okay. You can bring your
Where-
kid if you want to. Anything else you guys want to share or say, or?
Megan,
I
where,
really like the
where are you-
graphics you put on this week with each of the
Yeah, those are awesome.
missions and stuff, and just, you know, we have a lot of new people and a lot of new people that have teams now, and, you know, even to get to that to lead, you know, you have to be active, but also to get paid for your downline and any percentages on anybody else, you need to do 500. So you know, for a while now, I've tried to make that my new goal is at least 500, just so that you're not leaving any money on the table that, you know, is not coming out of anybody's else's commissions or anything. I mean, it's something that Cincy gives you for sharing and growing your business.
Yeah, and then your team who's helped you do that, they build and they do the same. Like everyone has the same opportunity, and that's what's so great. We may do a topic one time about just the stigmas of MLMs, and, you know, I don't know if you guys get any grief from anyone about being in a pyramid scheme or whatever they want to say, or if they give you a hard time. I really don't have many people give me a hard time. I think it's a combination of the way I've worked my business. My friends know, like, it's legitimate, people are really into it, but occasionally, like even a really good friend's husband joked the other day about it being a pyramid scheme. And I had a really fast retort, and he was like, whoa. I was like, well, yeah. Anyway, so I was just like, I was funny about it, but I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to go there because that's not true. And it was something like, hey, at your law firm, do you have a boss? Does your boss have a boss? Ooh, sounds kind of like a pyramid to me. You know, like, I think that's something what I said to him or whatever. He was like, oh. So, but we might talk about that sometime, but it's all in how you do it. We have amazing products, and everyone has the opportunity to have exactly like unlimited income. It's just about building your team and teaching them to do the same. You have awesome products that people keep buying. That's why we have record sales, and they keep adding awesome things. Like, even I'm excited about the scent circles that are radiator springs, like all the car scent circles. How cute. I keep hoping like one year they would make, we should put this in Idea Share and go vote. But like even like Christmas cottage and silver bells, like they should make it in the shape of a bell, and they should make it a Christmas tree or a wreath, or, you know, like some of those scents. That'd be so fun because they did it with the princesses, and they're going to do it with the cars. So they should totally do that. But anyway, should go put that in Idea Share. Yeah, and if you know, just have a good week. I think next Sunday we should be good. There may be a Sunday here and there if somebody's out of town. I may do a shorter one, but I'm trying to be really consistent because I love seeing you guys, and it's always valuable. If you have something that during the week you're like, oh, could you talk about this, or I need to know more about this, just shoot me a little message and I will definitely address it. If there's something that you have done and you're like, man, this worked so good, this is our team call. I do a lot of talking. I'm just a talker, but you always have opportunity to share. So like if there's something you did that worked out great, or you want to talk on a specific aspect of the business, just send me a message and the mic is all yours. I would love it. Nothing more than you guys to share. So anybody have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Now, Tammy, where do you live?
I live in Alba,
Where's that?
Alba, Texas. Yeah, it's a little town between Mineola and Tyler.
Wow, that is
Or Tyler and
I don't know
Greenville.
Mineola. Just kidding. I know where Tyler is.
Greenville.
So you're in East Texas.
Tyler and Greenville, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's
Yeah,
nice
a
to have
little bitty town.
Good. Well, I look forward to getting to know you better, and I hope that you'll get on the calls. It's a good time to connect and get to know people, and Thank you,
Right.
Tracy and Leslie and Michelle and Shannon. You guys rock.
Thanks, Megan.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye, Tammy.